Good afternoon. Welcome back to the home garden. Today I was harvesting some lettuce and tidying up around each plant, and all of a sudden I thought of maybe I should make a video today showing you around our new small polytunnel. It's a polycarbonate polytunnel that we just got this year. I think it's around April or May, and I'm fairly new with planting inside the polytunnel. But so far I'm having a blast planting different kinds of vegetables and herbs and harvesting them too. So yeah, might as well show you around the polytunnel. Enjoy! So this is our polytunnel from KSB Greenhouse. It's small, it's only 3 meters by 2 meters, but we're very happy with it. It's big enough for a small family, and we love it. I'll put a link on the description below if you want to check it out. By the way, if you are in Ireland or in Europe, don't worry, I added a link on the description below where I bought the seeds from. So I'm going to show you the left side of the polytunnel first. And the first plant that I'm showing you is the Sungold Tomato. It's a cordon or indeterminate variety of tomato. It's very tall. As you can see, it can reach, it's already reaching the top of the polytunnel. It's very prolific, loads of fruits. As you can see, I hope I'm showing it right. The fruits are orange in color when it's ripe, and it's, yeah, like what I said, it's very sweet. So much fruits in one plant. Just to be honest, although I have made a mistake of not pruning the side shoots all the time. I've pruned a lot, but my goodness, they're still growing everywhere, especially when it's really hot. As you can see, there's one there. I don't know if you can see it. There, have to nip that off, and for sure that's gonna grow again. So you have to be very vigilant when it comes to trimming the side shoots. The second tomato is Sweet Million. It's also a cordon or indeterminate variety of tomato. It has so many trusses as well, so many fruits in one plant. When it's ripe, it's actually red. I've already harvested a lot of it, but there's still more growing. Now I also have chocolate cherry tomato, which is cordon as well, or indeterminate. And when this is ripe, it turns into a very chocolatey dark red tomato, and it's very sweet as well. Also here I planted some Marconi Pepper. It's a late maturing variety. I've harvested some fruits already, and there's still some growing, as you can see. I also grow Havana Gold, which is a chili pepper. The fruits mature late for some reason. Different kinds of basil. Excuse me. This is cinnamon basil, which is good for making tea. This is genovese basil. This is genovese as well. I have a feeling this is lemon basil. If only I have the tag here, the name tag for it. But anyway, there's more basil, as you can see. More basil over there. Basil again. I'm also growing some sweet peas, which smells really nice. I added this Marconi Pepper late. I don't think it's gonna fruit, but yeah, might as well try. There's also an eggplant there. I think it's farmer's long. Yeah, I added it late, so I'm not sure if it's gonna fruit, although there's flowers. Also planted some yard long bean. It's not fruiting yet, but it's okay. So fingers crossed. I'm still waiting for it to. Potted calamansi or calamansi is an Asian lemon or lime. The flower smells really nice. So it's its first year in the polytunnel, and I'm hoping that it will bear fruits after the flowers have bloomed. It's loving it so far, because last year it was just inside the house and it didn't really like it. It didn't grow much. In the middle of the polytunnel I have two melons and two what is this? Cucumber as well. So I'm growing a mere watermelon. There's one of the fruits. Actually, per plant there's only one fruit. I made a mistake of cutting the shoots on each side. I thought that you're supposed to trim it, and I only figured out that the flowers on the side shoots contain the flowers which turn into fruits. So in the end I only have one melon per plant. So yeah, next year I'm not gonna do that again. I'll make sure that each plant grow its side shoots. I'm also growing dwarf French beans, and these are really happy inside the polytunnel. They love the heat, as you can see. I've harvested a lot of beans from it already. Right now, since it's cold, it's almost winter, it doesn't look that healthy anymore, but you can still get some beans. It's at the bottom. Let me show you. There's more at the bottom, which I will harvest later. And it really loved it inside the polytunnel. So I'm gonna grow dwarf French beans again next year. I have, I think, 8 plants of dwarf French beans inside the polytunnel. Although it's not fruiting that much anymore because the weather is getting colder. A few weeks ago it was really loving it inside the polytunnel. And this is a Market More cucumber. I harvested 2 already. This is a very big cucumber plant, which I trimmed rather so many times already, and so far it's okay, but it didn't bore a lot of fruit because I suppose I trimmed a lot of it by accident, since I'm not really that familiar with growing cucumbers that much. And there's more cucumber fruits growing. I also have a kumquat growing here, and in a pot. It's doing okay, but the calamansi is doing better. So hopefully this will pick up growing soon, and I'll have some fruits. I'm growing sweet potatoes, which is being covered. Oh, sugar, sorry. Covered by the sweet peas here on the right side. Last year my sweet potatoes were grown in a pot and they did much better, so maybe next year I'll grow them in a pot too, because I suppose it's warmer being in a pot than in the soil, even if it's inside a polytunnel. I have basil here. Oh, on the right side I'm growing cayenne pepper. As you can see, it's not ripe yet. It's gonna turn red, but I suppose I'll grow them in a pot as well next year. I don't think they love being in the soil because it's cooler, or it's colder for them being planted in the soil. I have what is this? Yard-long beans, or sitaw, as we call it back home in the Philippines. And although it doesn't have fruits yet, I thought I saw some flowers. Yeah, here. Let me show you. There, if you can see it. Excuse me. This tomato. There you go. So hopefully that will turn into some fruit soon. And yeah, I'm just appreciating the chocolate cherry tomatoes. I am growing aubergines as well. There you go. This one, I'm not that lucky growing aubergines inside the polytunnel for some reason. This one had loads of flowers. I tried to hand pollinate them, but for some reason it still didn't bear any fruit. At least this plant. Now I'm also growing basil lettuce. It's the leaves are bigger compared to the normal lettuce, normal basil. This is the, see the size? This is basil lettuce, or basil lettuce, I suppose. And compared to the other one, the genovese, the leaves are smaller. So there, I have cayenne pepper again here, inside the right part of the polytunnel. Now this is I think a farmer's long aubergine. This one's bearing fruit. I had pollinated them. Yeah, so it's bearing some fruits here, hoping that they will continue growing. But as you can see, my number one enemy is a slug. There's a slug there trying to eat it. They've tried to remove a lot of them, but they seem to like the aubergine so much. Yeah, I also have lemon basil here on this side. Lemon basil. This one is Havana Gold, growing in a pot. See the difference? This is Havana Gold, grown in a pot, and look at the fruits. Look at the big, gorgeous fruits. They seem to like it more being planted in a pot than being planted in the soil, which is that one here. This one doesn't seem to have a lot of fruit, and that one too, you know, compared to the one potted. I also tried growing kangkong, or Chinese spinach, water spinach. Didn't do well for some reason. I was really hoping they will do well inside a polytunnel because I love eating them. Reminds me of home. But yeah, didn't do well. Planted some marigold as well to deter pests. They're not flowering that much right now. This is actually what is this? Strawberry plant that I need to pot very soon, or else it'll die. But it seemed to love it inside the polytunnel. So there, those are the plants that I have inside the polytunnel, my friends. And I hope you consider getting one for yourself, because when you have one, you will be able to extend your growing season. This winter I will be growing loads of lettuce and bok choy inside the polytunnel, as well as herbs. So yeah, try. It's worth the investment, and you love it, because being inside the polytunnel, tending to your plants, while the weather is going crazy outside, is so relaxing. So there, hope you enjoy the tour of the polytunnel, and I hope you have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye.